Welcome, I am Gimba Umar. Tonight, President Muhammadu Buhari seeks global support to end terrorism as December deadline to defeat insurgents draws closer. It's less than a week to the Bayelsa governorship elections as key contestants embark on final campaigns. The world focuses on climate change. World leaders meet in Paris. And Tyson Fury, a Briton, shocks boxing world as he becomes world heavyweight champion. Nigeria's President Muhammadu Buhari is wooing the world to join the global fight against terrorism. The president, who spoke today at the ongoing Commonwealth Heads of State meeting in Malta, said the time has come for African leaders to join resources and collaborate in defeating international terrorism. According to the president, quote, "Very significant is the deliberation of the world leaders on radicalization and violent extremism. We are witnessing to the growing phenomenon of terrorism that is affecting all of us, whether big or small countries, and we can only fight it as a body," end of quote. He adds that the reign of terror will only succeed if peace-loving people choose to remain quiet, but express confidence that through collective efforts, Boko Haram will be defeated. He also spoke about climate change and other global challenges. Political leaders in Bayelsa State, including former President Goodluck Jonathan, have not only endorsed the PDP candidate and governor of Bayelsa State, Siraki Dixon, for a second term, they have also asked the people of the state to support him for victory come December the 5th. The former president warns them not to be carried away by the sweet promises of the candidate, but to evaluate them based on their antecedents. The former president spoke on the grand finale rally and presentation of the PDP flag to Governor Siraki Dixon at the Samson Siasia Stadium in Yenagoa.
It begins with the arrival of the immediate past president of Nigeria, Dr. Goodluck Jonathan, as he gets a warm reception from the governor, Siraki Dixon, who is also the governorship candidate of the PDP in the Bayelsa state elections. The reception team includes members of the PDP National Working Committee and supporters. Before other goodwill messages, a minute's silence is observed in honor of the late Chief DSP Alamesia, the late former governor of Bayelsa State. Now time for solidarity messages as supporters drum up support for Governor Dixon's re-election bid.
APC has failed woefully because there is hunger in the land. Therefore, you must rise at this moment and stand firmly to defend what? To defend your vote. Yes.
The acting chairman of the PDP then presents the party's flag to Governor Dixon as a symbol of endorsement. To demonstrate PDP's rising popularity in Bayelsa State, the 105 decampees from the All Progressives Congress were also presented to the PDP members.
Dixon has done very, very well. And if somebody has done well, the only way to reward him is to re-elect him. Is it not so?
Nigeria's former president, Goodluck Jonathan, from a statesman's view, advises the supporters to vote for the right candidate.
Don't listen to what people tell you, but assess what these people have done over the period. So most of the candidates are well known to you. So it's your choice. It is the choice of Bayelsa young people to vote for the development of this state or to vote for the retrogression of this state.
It's time for the man of the moment, the PDP governorship candidate, Governor Siraki Dixon, to speak to his people.
We have taken a decision in this state. The people of this state, knowing him more than his Abuja friends, we have taken a decision. And that is to reject his politics of violence and criminality and from Tanbe. Is that not so?
After these campaign speeches, the people of Bayelsa State will now have to wait until December the 5th to see where the pendulum swings.
In the meantime, the All Progressives Congress governorship candidate in Bayelsa State, Mr. Timothy Silva, has taken his campaign to 2 communities there. Over the weekend, the people pledged their support for his candidacy and demanded more development projects in their communities if he wins the December 5th governorship elections. Mr. Silva reminded the people of his records of development and assured them that more will come if he is voted into office. Our correspondent Amaka Okafor reports.
As it has become customary with his campaign, Mr. Timothy Silva makes it a point of duty to give honor to whom honor is due, and the elders in turn reciprocated his gesture. Done with that, he proceeded into the waiting arms of his supporters in Utwakwati community. Some beneficiaries of his first term in office used the opportunity to thank him for touching their lives while in office and prayed that he will return to touch more lives.
You see what this man do for me? When I see him, he can't let my pikin go in town when my pikin got problem.
The MPs from the People's Democratic Party were also welcomed to the All Progressive Congress.
I moved from where there's no transparency to transparency. So today, I am a full-fledged member of the APC.
Then another round of singing and dancing by the excited supporters of Mr. Silva. Mr. Silva, who stated that his campaigns are issue-based, listed some of the projects he executed during his first term in office.
The road from here all the way to Ewai, all the way to Abobri, Namituam. Your primary schools here, UP, Namituam. And I want to assure you, this time we are coming back stronger, more mature, more experienced, more able to touch your life.
The campaign train was also in Ayama community, where the young and old pledged support for his candidacy. Amaka Okafor, Channel Television News.
Political seasons usually come with a harvest of promises from politicians, ranging from good roads and education to electricity supply. But once the period is over and elections won, not much is done, it seems, only for them to return to the same promises again the following campaign season. In this special report, our correspondent Oreoluwa Shonibare takes a look at unfulfilled promises made by politicians in most states during campaigns.
Every 4 years, this happens. Campaigns are held across the country where promises are made by politicians and accepted, albeit half-heartedly, by citizens in search of respite from the non-performance of those before them. But what usually follows a protest by the electorate over the very pledges made which led them to cast their votes. Agriculture, electricity, housing, education, employment, availability of fuel, transportation, and security. Issues that are meant to be part of the job description, but what the people face are leaders who, in their perceived magnanimity, are doing the nation a big favor for being in power, and in the end, nothing is done.
Communication, we don't have any. There is nothing. We go to a distance before we can get communication. Like somebody, look at me. I have a phone, but since I'm going nearby here, I cannot carry it along. Since we don't have network around here.
No electricity, no pipe-borne water, no good hospital, no school in where I am living.
I've been here for like about, let's say, close to an hour now. And it's really frustrating. And you can even see that we have more people buying in kegs than they selling to the cars.
Roads follow the same procedure as the others. People complain about the sorry state of the highways.
There is no drainage.
You cannot do road without drainage. Look at floods all over the place. You can see, take a look of the flood. This flood will remain after doing it.
Our road no good every rainy season, so we dey suffer for it. You see some people they fall for inside gutter, even tipper. You see now we go come out and now we dey repair am by ourselves.
When the road was okay, we used to pay 15 naira from Atimbo to Okpabo, but now we are paying 200 naira from Atimbo to Okpabo.
The government rolls out the message of assurances.
The agency is poised to maintain all the critical major interstate routes like this one, to intervene at critical failed sections and potholes, so that as the Unitite is approaching, we make sure that our roads are free of potholes and user-friendly. That's basically why we are here.
And palliative measures are introduced, which will last until the next protest. And after 4 years comes another round of campaigning. Same promises, where votes will again be reluctantly cast. But the reason the people come out every time is simple. Like onions, they're slowly peeling off layers of dashed hopes until their desires are finally met. Oralu Ashonibare, Channels Television News.
In part 2, after the break, Kogi State still in dilemma as students demand James Faleke as APC candidate for governorship elections. Do stay with us.